welcome. I am Daryl Sykes, plant manager here at Louisville Assembly Plant, and I really want to thank you all for joining us on this very special day. It's a big day for us because we are formally welcoming the all-new Lincoln MKZ to Louisville Assembly Plant. So the C is an incredible vehicle. We're very proud to be the sole producer of this all-new Lincoln product. And as a result, it's just a great day. So why is it a great day? It's a great day for the Louisville Assembly Plant. It's a great day for the city of Louisville. It's a great day for the Lincoln Motor Company. And it's a great day for the greater Ford Motor Company as a whole. Louisville Assembly Plant has a proud 60-year-plus history as the birthplace of the Ford Ranger, Ford Bronco, and the legendary Ford Explorer. And we continue to make history with the production of the Ford Escape, one of the most popular and best performing compact SUVs on the market. And now we get the opportunity to follow that up with the all-new Lincoln MKC. We have truly something to be proud here. And our success is no doubt based on the hard-working UAW and management teams here at the Louisville Assembly Plant. So let's start off by giving yourselves a round of applause. I'll tell you what, as a transplant, the tie to the community and the hard-working people that we have here are second to none. And it's truly should be recognized. So to tell you a little bit more about the importance of today's events, I'd like to welcome my boss, John Savona, Ford Director of Manufacturing. John Savona.
Thank you, Daryl. Good afternoon, everyone, and what a great day it is. Before I get started, I'd like to recognize some important guests we have in our audience today. Bill Dirksen, Ford Vice President, Labor Affairs. Lieutenant Governor Jerry Aberson. Louisville Mayor Greg Fisher. State Senator Julie Denton. State Representative Jeff Donahue. Representatives from Senators Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul and Congressman John Yarmouth's offices. The Kentucky Cabinet for Economic Development, as well as Metro Council members Stuart Benson, Mary Ann Butler, Sherry Hamilton, David Tandy, and Vicki Aubrey Welsh. Thank you for being here. I'd also like to extend my thanks to our UAW partners, including Jimmy Settles, our UAW Vice President for the National Ford Department. Thank you, Jimmy. Daryl Nolan, Administrative Assistant to Vice President Settles. Thanks, Daryl. Ray Curry, UAW Regional Director, Region 8. Todd Dunn, who you all know, President, UAW Local 862. And Barry Ford, thank you for allowing us to spend the day with you, UAW Local 862 Chairman. And lastly, our friends from the media, thank you very much for being here with us today. It's a great honor to celebrate production of the all-new Lincoln MKC at Louisville Assembly Plant. Some of you know I used to be the plant manager here, so I have an affinity for this facility and for the people, the great people of the Louisville Assembly Plant. It would be an understatement to say that the MKC has us excited as a company as it showcases and delivers on the true luxury experience that is Lincoln. Not only does the Lincoln MKC capture the true luxury experience, the local production of this crossover reinforces Ford's more than 100-year commitment to manufacturing in the Commonwealth of Kentucky and the city of Louisville, along with our sister plant, Kentucky Truck, just up the road. Over the last 4 years, Louisville Assembly Plant has gone through monumental transformation. With the launch of the next generation Escape in 2012, Ford announced a $600 million investment, 3,000 new jobs to transform this plant into a state-of-the-art facility with flexible manufacturing and now one of Ford Motor Company's largest manufacturing facilities by volume. This new technology allows us to build multiple vehicles and do it very efficiently and very timely to meet customer demand. With the introduction of the all-new Lincoln MKC here today, Ford has invested another $129 million and added 300 new jobs to the Louisville assembly plant. With the addition of the 300 new employees, Ford is more than 75% of the way toward our goal of creating 12,000 new hourly jobs in the United States by 2015. With the new $129 million investment, it's also helping support 110 suppliers across the United States, along with 17 in the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Another part of the important aspect of building a Lincoln here is we've invested in a luxury validation center that some of the members of the media had an opportunity to see today. That luxury validation center allows us to take every MKC and take it back through a robust fit and finish, craftsmanship, and functional check that confirms that we're going to deliver premium level quality that our dealers and our customers come to expect. Thank you again to our partners and friends from the government and the UAW. When we work together for goals towards continuous growth and improvement, there's little that can stand in our way. To all the hard working men and women, as Darrell said here at the Louisville Assembly Plant, this is just further confirmation of what you as a workforce mean to us and the opportunity that you've grabbed onto to deliver our MKC to customers. Thank you for your continued commitment to quality. We build the Escape here. We can't build enough Escapes right now, which is really great. And you're building the Escape at best ever levels of quality. And I have no doubt that you're going to do the same with the new Lincoln MKC. Now it's my pleasure to welcome Lincoln Group Marketing Manager, Andrew Frick, to the stage, and he'll give you a little in-depth insight of the MKC. Andrew?
Well, thank you very much, John. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm really honored to be here today with the great Louisville Assembly team, as well as our government, UAW, and media friends. It really is an exciting time at Lincoln. Our transformation started last year with the launch of the MKZ, and that excitement level continues to build with every encouraging sales report and vehicle unveiling. The premium industry continues to remain strong here in the U.S., up 9% this year. But Lincoln is surpassing that pace, up 16% through July. In fact, we just came off of our best July in 6 years. Sales performance has been strong across the board, driven by the MKC, which is up 40% this year. And now we get to welcome the MKC to our vehicle lineup, joining the fastest growing luxury segment, the small premium utility segment, with our second of 4 all-new vehicles in 4 years. It really is exciting for us to join them. Production of the MKC began in May right here at the Louisville Assembly Plant, and as John just announced, to make it all possible, we hired 300 new employees and made a $129 million investment in the plant and in the community. The early response to the MKC has been extremely impressive, with positive vehicle reviews from auto writers, consumer lifestyle reporters, and very importantly, our customers. Our dealers across the country are so excited to get the MKC, an entirely new vehicle to the Lincoln lineup, into their showrooms. Through the end of July, we have already sold over 3,000 of these vehicles. And more importantly, MKC is bringing new customers into the Lincoln showroom, conquesting other luxury brands at an extremely high rate. And August is looking even stronger. And it all starts right here. This plant is responsible for building every MKC for the markets Lincoln services around the world, including vehicles that will be exported to China when we open Lincoln showrooms there later this year. So, thanks to the hardworking Lincoln Louisville Assembly team members for making this all possible. And we welcome all of you to the Lincoln family. Thank you. This time, I'd like to bring Darrell back up. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Andrew. None of this would be possible without a strong partnership. and that's a strong partnership with our government officials. At this time, please join me in welcoming a huge Made in America and huge U.S. manufacturing supporter. That's our Lieutenant Governor, Jerry Abrams.
Thank you, Daryl. You know, it's always great to be at LAP. It's always great to remind folks the #1 volume facility that Ford has in the North America, the #1 numbers of employees in North America. This is a special place, and I look around the room, I look around the outside, and I see some people with some gray hair that might remember when. I mean, if Owen Hammonds was here, I was thinking as I was sitting there looking at this facility, if he were here when we traveled to Dearborn, switching out the LTD into the Ranger, then switching out the Ranger into the Explorer, and the Explorer into the Bronco, and goes on and on and on. The bottom line was every time we went up with the UAW person, Owen Hammond, sitting right next to the governor, right next to me at that point in time as mayor, to be able to show the folks in Dearborn what you guys and gals are about and what this state and this community is about to ensure success of the future vehicles put out from this facility. And we switched out of the LTDs, and we went to the Rangers, and we did well with the Rangers. We went to the Broncos, and we went to the Explorers, and we went to the Escapes, and now we're sending Escapes across the Atlantic and across the Pacific, exporting them, and now comes the MKC, because they, Ford and Lincoln, Ford Motor Company, they believe in you, each and every one of you. So on behalf of the governor and myself, and working with all the people in the UAW organization as well as Ford Motor Company, this is a great day. It's a day that continues to grow and expand based on the success of each one of you all on that floor back there working each and every day. And it's also based on the success and the vision of the Ford Motor leadership and the Lincoln Motor leadership to understand the importance of what Louisville, Kentucky means to the future of Ford. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor Abrams. Next, I would like to welcome a very good friend of Ford Motor Companies, somebody that is always here supporting whatever we have going on. He came when we said goodbye to our former chairman, Steve Stone, and he's back again today, and he's done everything that he can do to make me feel welcome in the city, and just to support, to show his ongoing support for Ford Motor Company. So, who is that? Our very own Mayor, Greg Fisher.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and it's hot, so I will be brief. But we're here today to celebrate the C, but I mean, let's just think back 5-6 years ago, folks, about what was going on in U.S. automotive manufacturing. And this is just a testament to not just vision, but Ford Motor Company's commitment to being the best in the world. And this is what we see here today. But that was a long journey that all of us were on here together. UAW, Ford, it would not have happened without your all's really unprecedented partnership to say we're going to get this thing done and show how it happens here in America with our automotive industry. So today we celebrate the C, but we should also step back and say this has been a heck of a run, folks. You don't get many runs like this as a person in our careers to kind of be at the top, go to the bottom, then come back up to the top like this. So I say congratulations to everybody. The city is proud to be a small part of this. And one last note, we see vehicles here today, but we know people make these. So whether it's management here or the UAW, on Saturday in the newspaper, I hope you all noticed there was a story celebrating the 100th ramp that the Ford UAW partnership put in place in our community. And Todd and I were there on the first one, but now 100 people in our community have access to regular life, like all of us that can walk around on a regular day. So Ford's about making products, but they're also about making our community better. And I really want to say thank you to the UAW and Ford management for always having that front and center, whether it's the ramps, whether it's Dare to Care. When we need something, Ford is always there. We appreciate you all being such an important part of our community. Congratulations.
All right, now the good part. We are very proud of our long-standing relationship with the UAW, and we're very honored to have representatives from the UAW here today. I'd really like to introduce these gentlemen, but I have to leave that up to my partner, my counterpart, Barry Ford, Chairman, UAW, Local 862. Barry?
Thank you very much, Daryl. Good afternoon, everyone. You know, it's an honor to be here today, especially after the years of me being on the committee and some of the things that we went through to negotiate just to keep the doors open on the place. You know, it's just a testament to the workforce and the things that we've been able to do. You know, if you look at what we're getting ready to, well, we're actually been building it, but this Lincoln MKC, 300 new jobs. That brings us to almost 4,700 workers in this building. So it's huge. It's huge for the community. So it's a bright day. It's a great day for not only Ford, but the UAW as well. So, you know, what I see is the dedication of the membership, commitment, the hard work that's demonstrated as a team. You know, there is no bounds where we're going to go. It's a bright future for Louisville. So with that, I'll be brief. But thank y'all for coming out. You'll have a good day. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to introduce my friend and partner, Region 8 Director, Ray Curry.
Barry, thanks for that introduction. Hey, good afternoon, Louisville Assembly. I am truly excited to be here today with my UAW leadership, the Ford leadership, along with city and state officials to witness yet another milestone achievement for Louisville Assembly Plant. The introduction of the MKC is truly exemplifies the combined efforts of Local 862 and the management of Ford collaboratively working together. I applaud all of you. The Lincoln MKC further demonstrates that through collective efforts, the UAW and Ford have jointly created new job opportunities in this community to meet the demands of consumers worldwide with a vehicle truly, looking at the appearance of it now, is unsurpassed quality and design and really should be a big sell on the market. With the other recent successful product launches, the future of Louisville Assembly can only continue to flourish under Ford Motor Company. With this MKC introduction, today is truly a great day in the history of Louisville Assembly. I'm glad to be here, glad to be part of this, and at this time, I'd like to introduce my friend, Jimmy Settles, UAW Vice President and Director of UAW Ford National Department.
Good afternoon. I hope nobody noticed everybody else jumped up on the stage and I had to take the stairs. But let me just first give thanks and honor to God. I tell you, over my last 4.5 years of being over the Ford department, I hadn't had the opportunity, especially in the last 2 years, to see some things that we had negotiated in 2011 come to fruition. And I'm also reminded about prior to 2011 and the conditions that we're in. And I want to just give a applaud out because there's many politicians at that time wanted the demise of the UAW, wanted the demise of Ford Motor Company, said we couldn't make it. And I'm always want to just give not only thanks to God, but also some of those courageous politicians that stood beside us and did not give up on America. So I want to just thank the President of the United States, as I always do, for thanking him for having faith in American workers, and that's Barack Obama. I likewise want to give thanks to the politicians, courageous politicians here in the state of Kentucky, who also stood by Ford Motor Company. I often say that your current mayor is the hardest working mayor in America, that one day he's going to obtain that prominent position of President of the United States. I'll give you your first campaign now. But likewise, I want to just also give thanks to Ford Motor Company. Back in 2011, when we entered the negotiations, they knew, as we knew, the number one agenda that we had in negotiation was jobs, jobs, jobs. And we're very, very sincere about that. We had lost 2/3 of our membership prior to 2011. we had made some, as you know, some tremendous sacrifices as workers. And as workers, we not only cared about those that were currently workers, but we also want to care about bringing people back into the workforce. In order to do that, you can have a demand and a hope and a dream, but you got to have someone that can agree with you at the negotiating table. We were able to negotiate that, and even many people said in 2011, all that looks good on paper, that we had committed to 12,000 jobs, and many thought that would never happen. And I am proud to say today, really through the efforts, not only negotiations with the company, but also having government involvement. What a beautiful thing that to see both labor, company, and also the government come together for the betterment of the state, the city, and also the United States. And as we stand here today, we're not only talking about getting an additional 12,000 jobs, we are at 15,000 jobs ahead than we were in our negotiations. So I'd just like to applaud the commitment. And I know none of this would have been possible if it don't be for the workers. Really, probably the one item that we were really scared about was in building this car here in Louisville. The reason for it was that we had so many people laid off. We had a workforce of less than 1,000 people in 2011. And it was projected in order to do all the things that we need to do, the best projection, that you would be at 4,000 members. That means a lot of new hires, a lot of people come back to work. And also launching a very new vehicle, which really I'd like to get really thanks to both the workers and also the management. I didn't, although I was prayerful, I thought that was a real challenging thing to do, and you made it possible. You made it possible not only here to build this vehicle, but also when you did the Escape. Escape is selling very well, and likewise now I know with the MKC. So I'd just like to say, in conclusion, thank you, because that's what we're really about. That's what America's about. Just give us the opportunity, give us the proper tools to work with, and we can be the best workers in the world. And by the way, we don't want to work for Mexican workers, but we can make up our difference with our mind and not with just low wages. So I'd just like to say thank you. I really, really appreciate being here today. And I really mean this from the bottom of my heart, not only for myself, but for all the members of the UAW, and particularly the International Executive Board, that we really appreciate the work that both of you have done here at LAP. So thank you, and may God continue to bless you. Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Settles. And I just want to re-emphasize what Mayor Fisher and Mr. Settles just said. It's very easy to see these world-class products and think that that's what defines Ford Motor Company. And granted, we are on the cutting edge as far as craftsmanship, overall quality of our vehicles, and the options that we offer. But make no mistake, what defines the Lincoln Motor Company and the greater Ford Motor Company as a whole are the people. And I see it every day, and I see the effort. Whether it's Angie Runner over there from the quality end, whether it's Mr. Black over there with fitting, QOSC's over there standing close to the process, our PVT in the back, see Nestor over there smiling, the management team, everybody working together. And what's good about what I'm seeing out here right now is we're all blended together, all towards one common goal. And I truly appreciate what I've seen since I've been here, in the short time that I've been here, from the workforce. There is no doubt that we will continue to achieve and accomplish every task that has been put, ahead of us. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to thank the workforce. That's all the workforce, the leadership, the Jamie Burks, the people that are out there making things go. I truly appreciate it, and the end result manifests itself right there. But our work is not done. We have a lot more work to do and a very big task ahead of us. But it's a task that we all welcome and we will achieve together. So I sincerely appreciate everybody's efforts. And again, I ask you to give yourselves a round of applause. Finally, I'd like to thank all of our special guests. I'm sorry I got to read this out. I'm going to mess this up. John Savona, Andrew Frick, and John Gerace from Lincoln, Bill Dirksen, Mayor Fisher, Lieutenant Governor Abramson, Jimmy Settles, Ray Curry, and Barry Ford from the UAW, and all the media and the Louisville Assembly employees in attendance today. It's been a great day, and I thank you all, and I appreciate all of you for coming. Good afternoon. So, with that, it's not quite over. We all see there's something that's being hidden right now, right? So I would like to welcome all of our guests onto the stage so we can start the countdown to the unveiling. 5, 4, 3,